All right, we are live. Give me a second to just. Oh, yeah. Mm. See it, let a couple other people gather in here. Come on in, come on in.
All right, man, I'm here.
You in the building? What's that you drinking?
Man, it's that apple vodka, man. It smells so good.
Okay. Yeah, we
just bear with us for a moment.
Uh-huh.
We're taking it nice and slow. All right. So here we go. My name is Laraun J, and this is
William A. Thomas in the building.
Absolutely. And we're gonna get to the ignorant stuff real quick. Because we gotta come in here, man. My man, Marlon, he's gonna be a special guest, man. So we're gonna get ignorant. But first, real quickly, man, I wanted to know, man, about your weekend, man. I didn't get a chance to talk to you this weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a very interesting weekend, so to say. You want the good or the bad?
Man, get the bad, man. Get the bad.
Well, the bad was it was a little too short. Definitely a good thing. We went to the Outer Banks and enjoyed a pretty good time on the sands. But yeah, I wish I could have stayed there a little bit longer.
All right. Yeah, so when I'm gonna get with the ignorant stuff, man, happy birthday to me. My birthday was yesterday, and I'm still celebrating, as you can see. I got to celebrate the whole month. So I give a shout out to the Tauruses. Now, if you on here, if you're on YouTube or what have you, hit that like button, hit that button, so you won't miss any of this information that we're going to give out today. Because we're going to be some ignorant people today. Ain't that right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
No holds barred. Fact, we
Right.
Oh, go ahead. You said what? Well, hold on. You said it was your birthday. You kind of.
But anyway, so
yeah, you slid there kind of fast.
Yeah, I turned up this whole weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'm still feeling it right now. So I turned up. All right, but today we get on that ignorant stuff real quick. So today we're going to talk about, can people in relationships have friends of the opposite sex? Mm-hmm. All right. So what I do is I'm going to actually just scene up, man. All right. Now, just bear with me. It's 1994. All right. I ain't afraid, man. I was 14 years old, 1994, right? So let me paint this picture. On the radio, it was Boys to Men, Bended Knee, I'll Make Love to You. All right. Yeah, R. Kelly, Up and Grind. All right. Escape,
classic.
Understanding. Classic album. See, when we was young, we was listening to R&B. I don't know about these millennials over here. Brandy, I Want to Be Down. So I'm gonna give my boy a shout out. My boy Little, if you watch, I'm pretty sure you're watching. He had all the honeys, right? So I'm like, I'm on the mood. I'm listening to all this music. I'm like, how do I get these honeys? Had my little high top fade. Truth be told, I cheated. I stretched it out, but you got to hit me up on a DM and I'll let you know how I did it. And this thing asked me on a date. I didn't know what to do. I had to go. My boy Little say, "Yo, how do I get her? What do I need to say?" Like, he ain't tell me nothing because he a light skinned dude. They don't. Light skinned dudes they don't got to say nothing. They're just present, right? Mm-hmm. Without light skin style, right? So anyway, the chick, she we cool, and we dated for 3 months. It was from December '94 to like February '95, and when you're a kid, it seems like 5 years, right?
Right.
Anyway, I used to go to her locker, and I noticed there's a lot of niggas at her locker, but I ignored it. So for February 14th, she gave me a letter, and you all know back in the day we ain't had text messages. We wrote that letter and tied it up like a football, right? And I kept them all. So she dumped me on one of these letters. So I'm trying to keep it together the whole day. I'm ready to cry. People are like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm on the bus. They smacking in my head. I went to the crib and bawled. So the next day, because I was simping, the next day I see her with my homie. So let me tell you, appreciate the love. So let me tell you, I was hurt. So ever since then, I plan, nigga, I'm with, you don't have any friends. Point blank, period. So what we're going to do here, we have some people on here. We want to hear what you have to say about this. All right. Real quickly before we put our special guests on, how you feel about that?
Well, first off, I thought it was a really interesting time. Pretty much back during that time, you had to know how to do origami to be able to send messages. I thought that was hilarious. But the other thing is when you got a breakup off of a letter, I mean, that's about the worst it can actually get. So
right.
Now are you still heartbroken?
Oh no, I'm cool, man. My wife be banging me, so I'm good. But
okay,
yeah, man. So it's all good. But
no, we got some life coaches
right. So
in the comments.
All right, but so here, check this out. So what we're gonna do? Tell them how they're gonna get on some so they can talk their stuff on here. We want to hear from y'all tonight.
All right, so anyone who wants to get on the show, couple of things. One, all you gotta do is just click the link. I'm going to actually post in the comment section. It should also be on the description if you're here on Facebook. Let me just put it on there. There we go. There we go. All right. And whoever comes on, no, don't come on here scared. We want the truth, the whole truth, the ignorant truth, nothing but the truth.
That's right. And so, right now we're waiting on Marlon. I give him some accolades, man. That's my man. Every time that I see him, sometimes I ain't seen him in like 5-10 years, but it's like my brother from another mother. I'll be speaking and talking to the people who get on here. So we're really excited about that. But what else been going on in the news, man?
Well, I mean, today in the news, we got Dr. All sorts of things, Dr. Umar, he going off on people, talking about the Black community. I thought that was interesting. He said it in such a, a interesting way. with his oratory skills.
Mm-hmm. What did he say?
Hey, without actually saying it, he was pretty much, talking about Kevin Samuels. He was saying, people who are trying to make money off of, the Black community. So, by downing certain segments of the Black community. So that's something that we'll probably flesh out a little bit later, because I don't think that's something we can even go over in 10 minutes. But that we'll probably have to take some time for a whole show for that. But did you also see that Bill Gates is getting a divorce?
Yeah, I saw that. And his wife got the bag. Yes, she did. She got the bag. I ain't mad at her. 1.8.
Oh man.
1.8 billion. She ain't mad either.
Yeah, she's not mad. Now here's the funny thing.
But what you think about? Hold on. What you think about? Can you hear me? Because your stuff is breaking up. So what you think about delay? All right. Well, I'm gonna keep going. All right. So let me ask you, what do you think about your wifey having friends, male friends? What you think about that?
Well, I mean, the big thing is that whenever we look at it, we're looking at, who they are, what is the relationship from, is it, actually, realistic? Is it something that should be continued on? So there could be situations where they may have a friend, in my opinion, who may have, been a friend for a long time, especially situations where, different people are married and you might have different things in common, or, if you went to high school and maybe were, friends for that time. I think that as long as it's someone, first off, your spouse has to be someone you can trust. I don't think that everyone applies.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start going with some callers. We see somebody's coming in. All right.
All right.
All right.
Let's see who we got there. We have Daria. Welcome to TNJ.
What's up?
Hey, guys. How are you guys doing?
We're incredible. How are you?
Can y'all hear me?
We're doing great. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from North Carolina.
Okay.
Okay, North Carolina on the check-in.
So me and my husband wanted to start off with the question. Thought it was a great topic. Can people in relationships have friends look, I'm reading it upside down. Of the opposite sex.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on, Darren. So, are you drinking right now?
Am I drinking? Is that what you asked me?
Yeah.
Ain't neither one of us drinking.
I'm drinking some water at the moment.
Okay.
But so I'm gonna go ahead and
let
my husband start off. He's gonna start off with answering this question.
Here's the problem.
All right, let's go.
When you're in a relationship with someone, especially your spouse, you have ups and downs in your relationship. If you have a friend who is of the opposite sex, they will either simplify with you, meaning they'll side with you, and they'll tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do, when it isn't none of their business. And then you start getting into having feelings for one another, even though you just cool and kicking it. There's going to come a time when that friend is going to want to be around you more because she appreciates you or he appreciates you.
Oh, man,
feelings get involved because God had already put into us to be attracted to one another. And once you put yourself in that situation,
let me ask you something.
You're,
hold on, Greg.
Basically excluding your mate.
Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead.
So, Greg, let me ask you a question. Did you ever cheat on somebody before at work?
Cheat on somebody at work? Not at work.
Yeah.
It was a friend.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever? No, not her. No, we ain't talking about your way. I ain't all due respect.
And that's why I stopped.
Have you ever messed with a friend?
I don't have friends like that no more.
Well, I'm asking you
because your feelings get involved, and it causes problems in your marriage relationship. Okay. The one that you made an oath with in front of God.
Okay. It sounds like you're speaking from experience. Now, have you ever cheated on somebody before in the past?
My ex-wife, yeah. With one of her friends that sided with me.
Man, tell me about it.
Pretty deep, ain't it? But I feel like too that when you have friends, so to speak, it kind of puts you in a vulnerable situation because what your mate is not doing, that other woman or that other man is going to be that other piece, so to speak. So it's going to kind of like balance out the relationship. So if your wife make you mad or your husband makes you mad, you go tell that friend, and that friend gives you all this type of advice that they really shouldn't be giving you, because 9 times out of 10 that person's probably single. And so you get into a situation where they're appeasing you when you should be talking to your wife or your husband about that situation.
Well, let me ask you something, Daria.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that stuff that you shouldn't be talking to anyone about?
Well, it all depends, because if you have, you can't just hold everything in. So if you have somebody that you can trust.
Hold on, Daria. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm about to put our special guest on. My man.
Okay.
50 grand. My boy Marlon. All right, so he going and I want you to continue this conversation. We're gonna put him on. All right.
Okay.
All right, he's in the building with the light in the background. There you
Hello,
see.
everybody. Sorry about that, but
you got the ambiance going out there.
You had to get your strobes together.
Oh no, you good. All right, Derek, continue.
Yeah, man.
So I was saying,
man.
How you doing, Marlon?
I'm doing good, Derek. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
So I was saying, like, if you had a
good.
Will was saying, if you should you not be talking to people about that type of stuff, but if you can't hold everything in, like if there's stuff bothering you, you'll implode. So there has to be someone that you can trust, and hopefully you got people around you that you can trust, that you're able to bounce stuff off of, and hopefully it's another married person if you're married, in that sense.
Right. Let me ask you something, Derek. Let me ask you something, Derek. Now, in the past, did you ever have somebody you was dating and they had friends and they cheated with the friends, but you let that, you didn't expect anything or anything like that?
I had a relationship
mess with the homie?
where, yeah, he had a friend, and this is how crazy this was. He had a friend, and we were all friends, but he was telling this friend my business, and this friend was getting mad at me for thinking that I was doing something that I really wasn't doing. You get what I'm saying? And so when me and her finally talked, she told me everything that he was telling her, but she never heard my side of the story. And so when she heard my side of the story, it sounded more believable than what he was telling her. So we don't know if he was trying to talk to her or whatever the case may have been. But that whole situation had to separate.
It sounded like to me you must have put them paws on him. Is that true?
Well, yeah. We had a fight, but that yeah, we did have a fight, but but yeah, I thought it was very rude of him to go to my friend and start, telling stuff about me that wasn't true.
Mm-hmm. Man, Marlon, anything to say about what Darius said?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. The way you can fix this problem is if you're in a relationship, don't have male friends at all. Hold on, this thing is acting like crazy, so excuse me. I'm just trying to do the best I can here. But you see, you shouldn't have male friends because whoever you're involved in relationship-wise should be your best friend. Really, why do you need a male friend for anyway? That means that something's lacking in your relationship to the point where you have to get some type of attention to somebody else. You said you're playing with fire. And if
right.
you're playing with fire, you can get burned. You got a door that can open and can create a problem. For example, my mother and my stepfather was married for many years. I'll be honest, like I never seen my mother speak to another man. I never seen my mother spoke to a man. But see, when you have these little male friends,
breaking up a little bit,
it just creates a problem because all men have some type of sexual interest. It's part of the DNA. The reason why they hang on to anyway is because they have like a sexual interest. Ain't no man gonna really be around an ugly female like that. I mean, it's always gonna be some sexual attraction. He's waiting for you to batter up. Batter up. My opinion.
Okay.
But go ahead, Derry. I got more to add. I'll finish on with whatever you got. Excuse me, whatever you got to say.
No, I'm listening to you. I mean, I guess you gotta have a certain maturity level to have. Like I don't know about friends that your spouse don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have them side friends. Like your spouse or whoever you're with should know, who the girl is or who the male is. Like it shouldn't be a surprise. Like, like if me and you was dating Marlon, I should know about, Jenny. She, don't come to me talk about, oh, we've been friends for 20 years and me and you been together for 10. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, appreciate it, Daria. Do you have any promote? We're gonna get to a couple more callers that's waiting.
Hey, I apologize, fellas, but
see you guys.
This is really echoing really bad, man.
All right.
Hey, I apologize. It's echoing like really bad.
All right, hold on 1 second. Yeah. All right, we got another caller. 1 second. What's up, Danielle? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. Where you calling from?
You know where I'm calling from. I'm from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I don't know
house.
You. Okay.
Oh, you don't know me? You know where I'm calling from.
I know you now. No.
Oh, now you know me.
Okay. Oh man. All right. So, what you think about the topic? What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I think being that I've been friends with you since 7th grade, and I've always been open and honest in any of my relationships about our friendship, and where your position is in my life that I've never had to give anyone concern about our friendship.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever been cheated on before?
No.
So you doing the cheating, huh?
No.
No?
I can tell you
Okay.
that I've had other people come to me and tell me they were uncomfortable with our friendship. I'm pretty sure if you think you know who I'm talking about.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. I know you're at work.
Mm-hmm.
You have a work husband.
Do I have a work husband? No, I work with almost all women.
Oh, okay. All right, Marlon, you got anything to say, Marlon?
Wait a minute. What's your relationship status?
I'm married.
Okay, so wait a minute. You have male friends?
Yes.
Your husband has no problem with you having male friends?
My wife doesn't.
Oh, you're married to a woman?
Oh, breaking news.
Oh. Yeah, you kind of cut me off guard.
Breaking news.
That kind of changed the game. This so let me ask you another question. Has your wife met your female friend?
Has my wife met my female friends? Yes.
Now, how much time do you spend with this female friend?
I'm sorry, what?
How much time do you spend time with how much time?
We just got back from a weekend trip away.
You're breaking up.
We just got back from 3 days away.
You breaking.
Yeah, you are breaking up. I'm having a hard time hearing.
We just got back from a weekend trip.
Was that trip with or without your wife?
Without.
So basically, what you're telling me is y'all went on a date.
No.
Now let me ask you a question, Danielle.
Yeah.
That's basically what y'all did, though.
The jealous type.
I can be. She can be.
Oh, she right there. Put her on.
But look, I got another question. Does your wife have friends?
Yes, I have friends. We trust each other.
Okay, well, it seems like to me y'all both doing y'all thing, so it's legit then. I mean, y'all both doing y'all thing. I don't know how this works. Y'all say y'all friends, but y'all both doing y'all thing. It's an open season. Y'all having a ball, man. I mean, this is you know what I mean? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm not really friends, but y'all saying y'all friends. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really getting it in.
So you think that's what friends mean?
Listen, friends can mean multiple things. There ain't no one definition of being a friend. For example, I remember I used to work at the grocery store, and this woman was married. And somehow we got real close. Really close to me, to be for real. She brought me to her house. Her husband is here. But I'm kind of skipping the part. Well, I'm at the department store with her working. She's filling out on me, filling all over. I was many years ago. Now, she took me home to her husband and said, "Oh, this is my friend Marlon." So uncomfortable. So he said, "Hey, what's up?" So knowing that he's showing me her boobs. She's trying to nail me over the store. He goes upstairs. She pulls out her breast. I'm so man. Come on, like, your husband upstairs. It was a fool. She's a love. But hey, he called me her friend. You know what I'm saying? This is my friend.
Well, that's a different definition of friend.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So that's a pure example of what type of friend Yeah, she's this version's a friend. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't get what you're saying.
Listen.
Trisha asked.
I think that's for you, Danielle. Trisha asked, do you have
homosexual
female?
or bisexual friends? I do, not all of them.
Still trust each other.
So,
right,
what you guys had
Danielle,
said about the vacation, it kind of reminds me of what happened with Bill Gates. So Bill Gates has been going every year. He goes to Outer Banks with his ex.
Okay. With his ex?
With his ex.
Okay.
His wife was not there. They would have like a mini vacation once a year. What do y'all think about that?
I don't know. I mean, a weekend's one thing. A mini vacation is one thing. I don't know. We talk about stuff. So,
wait a minute.
I don't know about an ex.
Yeah, definitely not with an ex, though. That's a different thing than a friend.
Why aren't you going on vacation with your wife? Well, why aren't you going on vacation with your wife?
Oh, we go on vacation together, too. All the time.
So, like, listen, this is what I need to know. What made you want to go on vacation with your female?
I honestly can go on vacation with whoever I want to go on vacation with. Female friend, male friend, my wife, my family. I can go on vacation with anybody. I have trust in my wife and she has trust in me.
Okay.
She said it all. So I appreciate you, Danielle, coming on. We're going to hit these other callers, but we really appreciate it.
All right.
I think Troy been waiting for a while. Let's get him on there.
Yeah. No problem. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, they say they have trust, but I know what's really going on, though, man. I know what's really going on up in there, though, man. I know what's really going on up in there, though, man.
What's all that noise, Troy?
Yep.
They getting it in, man. They both getting it in. You know what I mean? They cool with it, though. I mean, can't say nothing about that. I mean, they cool with it.
Troy, you there? Troy,
look, she let her go out on vacation, and then her wife, she go out and
put him on hold.
They got an agreement.
Let me see.
Right.
Who else we got? Oh man, I can't believe we made it, guys. We got someone famous.
Tom Cruise.
Yo.
Where you calling from? Where you coming in from?
Calling in from Pennsylvania.
What part of Pennsylvania?
Right, I can't wait till you come.
What you say?
We can't wait till you complete the impartial.
What part of Pennsylvania?
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what you think about people having relationships, friends, and they're in a relationship? What you think about that?
Man, to be honest, I feel like you can do whatever you want to do. Like, I mean, like if I want to step out on my chick, I want to step out on my chick, you know.
So you stepping out right now?
I mean, I'm not stepping out right now, but I'm just saying, like, it's a possibility.
No wonder why you ain't showing your face. I don't blame you, man. Hey, I don't blame you.
Okay, so you must be the one who cheating, huh?
So you for the streets?
You in a relationship now?
Man. No, I'm not. No, I'm not in one right now. But the last one didn't work out because I was doing it.
Doing what?
Marlon, what you think about this, Marlon?
Hey, man, he's not relationship material. You know what I'm saying? He's still
I think he's trolling.
So it is what it is. I mean, he want to start it up.
I mean, hey,
You know what I mean? He's for the streets.
Marlon, are you relationship material? What you think? You think you
What,
relationship
am I
material?
my relationship material?
Yeah. You think?
Yeah. When I want to be, yeah. When I want to be, yeah.
When you want to be, okay. So
Most
you
definitely.
really ain't relationship material then, right?
Most definitely.
It's only when you want to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when I want to be, if I find a woman that I like, that you know what I'm saying, I feel is compatible with me, yeah, I can. No problem. But I mean, if I don't find a woman that I like, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm an alpha male, you know.
Valid. That's valid.
You know.
Okay.
So
I mean,
you're saying you're not in a relationship now?
I'm gonna have some order when I'm in a relationship. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have order. Ain't nobody gonna be out of order with me.
Okay.
So, all right.
So are you in a relationship now?
No.
Yeah, you're not? Okay.
So wait a minute. Do
So
you
when is the
want to
last
be in a
relationship you've been in?
It's been like 2 years.
Was it with a man or a
So
woman?
what happened? Talk about it. Good question.
Hey, we gotta ask. I mean,
You're right. Different world now. Different world.
So are you acting like this because your girl's with the homie? Tell us.
Dang, that hit home. You didn't have to say that. That hurt.
Okay. All right.
yeah, she
You
for
got
the
any questions
streets.
for him, Marlon?
I'm just trying to
You
understand.
got any questions for him, Marlon?
I'm trying to understand. What made you call in, man? What you got to share? Give us something to, give us something to work with.
I don't know. I called in to put in on the question. I wanted to give my opinion on it. You know, do I think people in relationships should have friends of the opposite sex? I think yeah. I mean, you can't cut off the whole other side of the earth, like this half man, half woman. You can't just cut a whole side off. Then you only conversating with certain type of people.
This is the cheater talking.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right. Well, we thank you for calling. We got a lot of callers coming in, man. But we appreciate you calling, man. We're gonna go to this one right here. Hold on, I got this. All right, we got Mr. Cosby coming in here.
What's up?
What up? So you where you calling from?
Pittsburgh.
All right. So what's your take question?
Hell no, because you got dudes like me.
My man, we got a real one.
I'm smacking it. Let her be friendly, I'm hitting it. Hell no. Bring her my way. I'm gonna send her back to you upset.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm allowed friends. She ain't.
Dang. So you in a relationship?
Hell no.
Okay. So what you feel about that, Marlon? Talk your stuff.
Hey, he's telling the truth. Listen, a woman shouldn't have male friends, period. Because most men cannot control the sexual impulse, man. You know what I'm saying? Every woman that she spends with that man, she should be spending with her man. You know what I'm saying? All that with her male friends, she should be spending with her man. But she spends some moments with her male friend that she deserves for her man. So she's getting all this attention without giving them the answer. So she wants the attention. You know, all she's doing is, you know, she's getting all the attention without, but she's lacking something from her relationship. You know what I'm saying? And he's just probably giving it to her. That's probably why she's out. Now, if she was to not have her male friends in a relationship, she probably wouldn't be able to function correctly in a relationship. That's why she has to have that male friend. That's what some women do. She wants to have that male friend to balance out her relationship. You know what I'm saying? No woman should have a male friend, period. Point blank. And I'm going to stick with that to the end. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have that male friend, he could be waiting in the bullpen, warming up, saying to stuff. I can't wait to hear that. She could be coming in. I don't want no other man to talk about a woman. Oh my God. Me and Ron got into a fight. You know what I'm talking about, baby. Shit. Yeah, shit, baby. Come on, let's go to this fight. No, making out with your girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, it was a mistake.
All right.
That's where the sad niggas come from.
The man, period. You don't gotta worry about that. Plain and simple.
That's
right,
where
so,
the sad niggas
real
come
quick,
from.
real quick. So Cosby, you in a relationship right now?
Now I'm a full-time sad nigga.
That's why sad niggas are created.
All right.
Your male friend is that sad nigga.
Hold on. Do y'all know each other?
Nah, I don't know. Everybody know Pill though. Watch him drink.
So if you was in a relationship right now, you okay with your girl messing with the alpha male, got all the money? You cool with that?
I'm the alpha
driving
male.
her.
So
Okay.
That's an alpha male.
I'm the alpha male, so I'm allowed to. She ain't allowed to do nothing.
All right, so let's say your girl said my car broke down. Dude gonna drive me home. Would you let that happen?
Nah, that's what AAA for. There's jitneys, Ubers. There's too much other stuff you can do. Nah, you be all right. I showed
So
her
what you saying is you
time.
simping out here?
Huh?
But you said she can have friends though.
Yeah, girls.
That's what friends are for.
Yep, call a girl. Call Shake Shake.
Okay. So what you saying is
Right.
if you had a girl now, she can't have male friends.
If he gay, yeah, he cool. The gay one cool.
Hey, fair enough.
Hey, Paul Cosby, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you let your girl go out in a group setting with another male? She around a couple girlfriends, couple dudes, but it's a group setting. It's not a one-on-one. It's a group setting. Would you allow it?
Why wasn't I invited? Nah, invite me too. I'll be the dude. I'm hanging out too. They for the streets, bro.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Hey, good answer, my friend.
They for the streets. Don't do it.
Good answer.
All right, man. Mr.
So
Cosby,
real
we
quick.
appreciate your call, man.
Good answer.
Yeah, so real quick, just wanted to, speaking of good answer, just wanted to take a couple minutes. I got an expert. He's going to tell us a little bit about how this is done and why not to do it. So, I'm gonna put it to my man Steve real quick.
So where did this come from?
I mean, it's a blessing, true enough, but really, it was just me sitting down being honest. All of my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look. Okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor, and trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity.
Because
we're
most
guys.
men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way. And you tell this to a woman and it just blows her back. No, I have male friends. You have male friends because they know it can be nothing else right now. I tell you what, all your male friends, just ask them in a friendly way. If I wanted to date you, would you be okay with that? And watch the fireworks. Watch. I'm telling you.
Before we talk about, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, hit that like button, man. Make those comments for us, man. Help us out. All right. So what, Cosby? What you think about what Steve said?
He was talking about me. See, he knows. He knows. Don't bring him around. Go ahead and be friendly. You're gonna take the walking game at 3:30 a.m. in an Uber. Don't do it. You can have your girl
Oh
back.
man, that's
Be
good
all
stuff.
right.
All right, man. Hey, Will, do you have any last words for him before we go to the caller?
Well, all right. So the other side of it, some people would say that this is a friend that I knew from years ago. What do you say about that?
You talking to me?
Yeah, Pill. Yeah, you, Pill.
Well, I should know the nigga then. Where he come from? He cool where he at. He got a girl. He can chill with his girl. You ain't chilling with my girl.
What if he just popped up on the Facebook? People you may know.
Oh, we all friends then. We all friends. You can hang with me. You ain't hanging with her. That was in the past. This is the future. Don't live.
I like the way you do business, Pill.
Thank you, sir.
But let me tell you something. Hey, Pill. Let me tell you something. Right. Let me say something here. You ever and I went through this, man. I remember, man. I messed with this girl when I was a youngin', and we broke up. And that guy that she said was her friend, she's with that motherfucker like 3 days later, man.
See? See?
Yeah. We break up. I got holding her motherfucking hand. I'm like, yo, that was your friend?
He seen the crack in the door. He seen that crack in the door. He was just waiting.
Exactly.
You get all the headaches, all the bitching, all the complaining.
Yep.
Get the hit. We get the hit and send them home. Go ahead.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, man. We appreciate you, Cosby, man. Definitely, for the people listening, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and we want to a female perspective. We need more of that. All right. So we're gonna go to the next one. Right there. Let me see.
Okay, we got Cal Rob.
Cal, where you coming from?
Oh, Pittsburgh. How y'all doing?
We good, baby. We good. Thanks for calling in, man.
I'm sorry. Like
it's all good.
Okay. The level of double standardness that I hear is kind of taking me back a little bit. Okay, so first thing I'm going to acknowledge is that is this double standard, right? This double standard that a male can have female friends or he can go do whatever, but she can't. That's a double standard. If you don't want to share your girl, then she shouldn't have to share you. If you don't want to share your wife, she shouldn't have to share you. That's what I'm going to say first. Here's what I'll say about the question. I have female friends, and my female friends I have.
Real quick before you get into that. Now, are you in a relationship right now, Mr. K?
I'm currently separated.
Okay. All right, keep it moving. Go ahead.
So now I have female friends that are of the opposite sex. Now, some of them are married, some of them are not. Some of them are more like sisters more than anything. Now, my thing is that the female friends that I have would never disrespect my marriage or a relationship I'm in. If they did that, or put me in a compromising situation, then I personally would cut them off. But I don't have any female friends that would do that. When I was married or whatever, all of my female friends honored my wife.
Real quickly. Okay, so was your wife okay with you having a female around you?
To be honest, I don't think so.
Be honest now. Yeah.
No, to be honest, I don't think she was. I mean, I don't want to go too deep into it because then I would wind up putting her out there. She has. Okay. But my thing is, my stance is I'm not going to cut off anybody who's been loyal to me, male or female. The truth, I think that, and again, I'm not trying to put her out there or anything like that, but I personally think that if people have a problem with their spouse having friends of the opposite sex, then I think they need to check themselves, because at the end of the day, if you know that what your spouse is receiving from you is good, to where they wouldn't want to go anywhere, then what's the insecurity for? And for me personally, I personally wouldn't care if somebody I'm with had friends of the opposite sex. If I got to worry about you cheating on me with them or something like that, then I don't need to be with you.
But check this out,
I'm not. I'm not about the I'm not about the micromanage or babysit no woman about
So real
being
quick
friends
question
with the
about
opposite
that,
sex.
Cal Rob. Okay, let's say that you want to have this friend. Your wife does not want you to have that friend. First off, does the friend know that your wife doesn't want you to have that friend?
Again,
good question.
Again, I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Personally, I'm gonna put it like this, because again, I'm trying not to put her out there all like that. Here's what Kyle will say.
Just in generality.
Well, Kyle would say this. If you're with Kyle, you're gonna know Kyle
Look at you using
has
them big
female
old
friends.
words.
Kyle has female friends, but here's the thing about Kyle, and anybody who's friends with me, mainly the female friends that I have, can testify to this. If I'm with somebody, and you know about them before they meet you. My thing is that I take opportunities to brag about the woman I'm with, so that any female that I work with, any female that I'm friends with, will know, like, hey, I'm with somebody, and this is who I'm rocking with. 9 times out of 10, if you're with me, by the time you meet my female friends, they already know who you are. They like you because I talk good about you, because I believe in Miguel's song, Let My Love Adorn You. So with that being said, when I let my love adorn you, it's going to do just that.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and you don't have to go
now, Cal,
too personal. Just more so.
I want to add to that when you're done, William.
All right. Okay. So just real quick, let's say that you have the friend, and this is why I asked: does the friend in that situation know that the wife doesn't want you to maintain that friendship? Because there's a possibility. The question is that considered disrespect to your wife if she doesn't want you to have that friendship, and you continue it on? And if the friend knows, the friend is being disrespectful to the wife, right?
Okay, here's what Kyle's gonna say. I'm never gonna be disingenuous with anyone. I'm not gonna be disingenuous with my wife, and I'm not gonna be disingenuous with anybody that I'm friends with. With that being said, if my wife came to me and said that she had an issue with me being friends with somebody, I'll say this. In my previous marriage, I pretty much kept that to myself. And I respected my wife. Anytime I talked to a female friend or sister or somebody I would consider a sister in Christ or whatever, she always knew about it. I could say that there was a couple of situations where there were 2 females that she wasn't necessarily okay with. And personally, I kept that to myself for a long time. And I still continue to be friends with these women because they were my friends before me and her ever got together. And again, I'm not going to cut off somebody who's loyal to me.
Hey, somebody said you talking in third person, man. You need to cut that out. I'm
going to exercise my First Amendment right to talk in. I talk in third person because I have the First Amendment right to. That's why I talk in third person. As long as I live in America, with all due respect, I'm going to talk in third person. If I want to talk in fourth person, whatever that sounds like, I'll do that. With all due respect, I like talking in third person because that's just what I like to do. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to whoever said that, but that's just what I do. I don't see nothing wrong with it. So anyway, and so that's all I'll say about that for right now. Like, Kyle's never going to be disingenuous with anyone. If it absolutely gets to a point where I feel like a female friend needs to know that my wife has a problem, then I'm going to tell that female friend. That's what I'll say about that for now.
Kyle, mind if I add to that? Kyle, you know what I believe? You said you think it's like insecurity. That's my opinion though, Kyle. I don't think it's insecurity. Some women are territorial. You know what I'm saying? It's like a safeguard. You know what I mean? They don't want no other woman around. You know what I mean?
Why?
they feel threatened. This is how it is. They feel threatened.
Yes, but the threat comes because you feel insecure, though.
I don't think it's insecurity. It's
okay. Why? Okay, let me ask you a question, Marlon. Why does she feel threatened?
It's
for what?
DNA. It's their nature. They're territorial.
No. Okay, territorial about what?
Oh, that's how. Listen, if a woman loves a man or a man loves a woman, it's territorial. Like if I had a woman, I'd be territorial too. It's not about being insecure. I'm a lion. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lion, and I don't want no other man around my woman. It ain't about being insecure. It's my opinion.
Why? But why though?
This is how I am. It's in my DNA. It's in my DNA code. I'm an alpha.
No, the reason why you don't want another male. Look, I've been listening to y'all talk. The reason why y'all don't want another male around your female, or why a female doesn't want another female around their male or their man or whatever, is because you're worried deep down inside that person of the opposite sex is going to try something, or else there's nothing else to worry about. Nothing else to worry about.
The possibility, but the bottom line, just cut it all off. You don't got to worry about nothing. You know, she shouldn't have that male friend. I am her friend. I am her everything.
But see, here's my thing. We're all grown men and women here, right? If I gotta babysit you about being around somebody of the opposite sex, I don't need to be with you. I'm not gonna live my life. God gave us one life, and He gave us one time to live it. If I gotta worry about you being around some male or thinking that I'm going to cheat on you and we can't find a way around that or through that, then I need to break it off with you. If I got insecurity, or I need to find a way to address my insecurity and find out and get to the root of why I'm insecure in the first place. Because if I'm insecure, then that means there's a reason why I'm insecure. Now, here's how Kyle would operate.
That's how
Kyle feels that. No. Kyle feels that. Listen, if my wife or my girl. Yeah, I am. If Kyle if Kyle's girl or wife was friends, had a male friend that I felt would try to come on to her, that there's something off about his energy or whatever, I'm going to trust her to be watchful, because my thing is this: if you get into a compromising situation to where you wind up doing something with him, I'm not going to be as mad at him as I am at you, because you should know better, number one. And number two, I told you to watch out for him. I'm not going to sit here and babysit you and try to do all this covering. I'm not going to do all that. My thing is this.
If babysitting, you don't got to do none of that. You see,
right.
There ain't going to be no babysitting. You know, you only babysit if you let, there ain't going to be no babysitting. You cut it off, man. Plain and simple. You see, in a relationship, there's going to be divide before and after. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got to get that done. You got to do that immediately. You got to create order. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, to an extent, I agree with you. That's why up front you should be honest. I think a lot of times that we have these issues in relationships with the opposite sex because there's not enough honesty and not enough being upfront about who your friends are and all that other stuff. I think you should be upfront with that. Number one. Number two, again, I think that what should be happening is that people need to address why they feel territorial. Don't just chalk it up to, oh, it's because I'm territorial, or I don't want why don't you want another man or woman around? Why do you feel territorial? Because if it's really because you're insecure, then yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question, Cal. Now, well, I don't want to be disrespectful to your former wife, but the people you dealt with, did they have men friends, and did those do something? I mean, like far as talk about it.
So my thing is this: all of my female friends are 9 times out of 10 they're like sisters, and I've been friends with them for years, and that's all we've ever seen each other as.
No, not you. I'm talking about the person. Wait, Marlon. Wait. Hold on. I'm talking about the women you were dealing with. Did they have male friends and tell them about that relationship? Go ahead.
Did they have male friends that did what? You broke up there for a second.
He was saying that they have male friends and tell about that relationship.
Yeah, the female friends that I had, they all had male friends, and at least the three that are closest to me, the three female friends that are closest to me, they're married.
Okay.
Some of the other ones that I'm friends with, they're all in their own relationships. And here's my thing: I'm gonna keep it all the way honest.
Have you ever got cheated on?
Yeah, but not by my wives. In previous marriages, in previous relationships, I was cheated on.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question, Kyle.
Talk about that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on, Marlon. Talk about when you got cheated on.
I'm hyped up, baby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It was with a young lady that I was hoping to be with some years ago, even before my first marriage. And on the one hand, she kind of liked me because I was the good church boy, and for lack of better words, but she had a thing for bad boys.
Exactly.
And she couldn't let go of the bad boys. They weren't bad boys that weren't her friends though, but they were bad boys nonetheless. So eventually I got over that and moved on with my life.
Okay. Marlon, you gotta say we got another caller. I'm waiting. You got anything to respond?
Yeah, Kyle, let me ask you this, Kyle, real quick. Okay, do you think that your female friends that you hang out with, do you think they find you attractive?
I've never really asked them that before.
Yeah.
I've never asked them that before. Why are you asking that?
That's what I think. The reason why y'all so good friends because they don't find you attractive, man. You know, they don't want to hit on you. No offense, Kyle. I'm not trying to go at you. I'm being honest. They don't. Y'all cool because they don't find you attractive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all good friends. You're not something. You're not someone that they want. Smash. You're truly
real quick.
in that.
Respond to that. Real quick. Respond to that. Cal. And I want you to stay on. But
you want me to give an honest response? You want me to give an honest response?
Good.
An honest response. I think that's kind of ignorant because my thing is this. It's not about whether they find me attractive or not. My thing is this: is that it's not about even whether or not I find them attractive. It's not about none of that. We just have genuine relationships, and I think if we're going to keep it honest, it's mainly due to the fact that we're all Christians. So we don't really look at it like that. All of us, no. But my point, But listen to what I'm saying. My point is that in Christ, what we do is we all look at each other as brothers and sisters in Christ. So I'm not about even out here thinking about sleeping with any of my female friends or none of that because I don't look at them that way and they don't look at me that way. And if they did, I don't know that. My thing is this, is that Kyle is not interested in ruining any friendships or any of my like platonic friendships or whatever with females because the truth of the matter is my sisters, the women that I call my sisters, and I have maybe one friend that I consider a good friend. They've all added value to my life, and I'm not about to mess that up and turn them as assets into liabilities. I'm not about to do that because I value my friendships too much. So that's just how I feel about it.
Cal, we really appreciate you, man. We gotta go to another caller, but just stay online. We'll get you back. All right.
You're a good sport, Kyle. Thank you. Yeah, they don't find him attractive though, man. That's why they ain't trying to hit him.
Real quick before we put the next person on. Read the comments. Hold on, Will. Read the comments that's on there, and then we'll put the next one on.
All right. So we have Trisha Barnhart. She's been letting them have it all night.
Yeah, I know Trish.
She said, Christians don't cheat. Trisha thinks that's a lie. Is that a lie from heaven or hell? Let's see. I don't know what the bullseye's about. We got Swanee G on the line. We got. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know. Montana Crosby. She don't agree with you, Marlon. We'll see. Don't. We'll see if she'll. So do you think it's more of the women that disagree with you, or?
Well, the truth is hard to swallow, man. You know what I mean? You got a lot of beta males and you know, and you got a lot of women who let their men have female friends. They don't know no better, man. You know, they ain't been burnt. Yeah, either they've been burnt or they don't care about being burnt. It is what it is. But this conversation is needed. Shouldn't nobody have no female or male friends, period, unless they both got an agreement. Because eventually, you know, someone's going to have that sexual urge, man. You know, like I said, nobody's hanging out with no ugly females. You know, let's keep it a bean. You're not going to go out with a ugly female. But that, you know what? But then again, that can be an issue too, because you can actually build an attraction for ugly female if you spend enough time with her. You know, so that can be an issue too. So it's just not a good idea, period. You should be investing in your man or woman. If you involve with significant other, you should be investing in them, period. You should invest your time into nobody else, period.
Well, hold on. There's other people who get stakes. What about your work wife or your work husband? Should you be invested in them?
They could be acquaintances. There ain't no hanging out, going to the bar, drinking, unless it's in a group setting. You know, you might. That's it. No, that work husband stuff is way overrated, man. Like if I had a woman, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I work husband. I'm on. I'm a little man. I don't want to hear from a work husband. You need to cut that straight from the jump. You know, some people they get ahead of themselves. You know, you got to create order, man. Somebody got to be. Somebody got to be the dictator, man. I'm sorry. This is how it is. Somebody got to be the dictator. But you know, this is how it is. Bottom line. Somebody wants somebody secretly. One of the friends, somebody wants somebody secretly. Bottom line.
Now,
the sexual energy somewhere.
Okay.
Now let me just paint this picture real quick. I used to work in a lot of call centers. One of them with Dish Network, one of them with a online school. I ain't gonna say the name of it. It was a scam, but whatever the case, a lot of people would have, you know, opposite sex friends that or co-workers that would, you know, buy them food, you know, be their work confidant, and they would call them their work husband or their work wife. What do you think about that?
Good question, man. Check this out.
Oh, yeah, to take a sip. Let me take one too.
I tell my woman, don't accept food from nobody. If you want some food, I'll give you some money. You get your own food. Because buying somebody food means they can sit down with them at a table. That means, okay, well, I buy you. Let's sit down and eat. That's almost like a date, man. You know what I'm saying? Should nobody be buying my woman nothing, man. I buy the food. You know what I mean? That creates that energy. That creates that door opening. With, you know, he got his foot in now. I buy you. Let's sit down. No, that creates a situation, man. There ain't none of that.
Man, sound like you're a male chauvinist pig. Is that true?
I know male chauvinist pig. I'm just keeping it real. You got a lot of better males out there, man. They let the women do anything. He's running around cheating on them. They don't know it. I've been through this, man. You talking to a former simp. So how can I be a male chauvinist when I'm a former simp?
Hold on, wait. We can't pass that by. So you say you was a simp.
I'm a former simp. Check this out, man. And I ain't gonna say which relationship. I'm not putting somebody's name involved. I remember one of my relationships. I let her have male friends like an idiot. Let her go out with the male friends. I even knew her. So one day I went in her phone. You know, something I shouldn't have done, but I'm glad I did do it because I kind of invaded her privacy. I go on the phone. I read her comments. These guys are talking shit on me. Oh, dude's weird, man. He's a clown, and you know, you shouldn't be with him. I mean, I was like, what the hell? So many. They're talking down, man, real bad. That's when it got in my head. Like, man, what the hell am I doing, man? It's my fault though, because I let her do it. But if I would have let it happen, period, I wouldn't have had that problem. She probably looking at me like, what's wrong with you, man? You let me have all these male friends? Okay. I didn't create the order. Plain and I was a simp,
all right,
man.
So one second. We got to get Cal back in here. He got to respond Hold on. We gotta get Cal back in here. Get Cal back in here to respond to that.
All right.
Go ahead, Cal.
This is the only thing that I agree with Marlon about. That work husband, work wife stuff is nothing but adultery in another form. It's ridiculous. But here's the thing, though, that I think it points to. The work husband or work wife is filling a void that the wife or the husband is not filling. I think that's something that needs to be talked about because. Hey, Carl,
you breaking up? Can anybody else hear that?
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
I can't hear you now.
I hear him okay, but it is breaking up a little bit. I think we're all breaking up a little bit.
Okay. So if your wife or husband has a work husband or work wife, you need to find out what void that is. If you're planning on keeping the relationship long term, this is what I would propose to somebody who has a spouse that has a work husband or work wife. That person is filling a void. If you're going to be with somebody, especially be married to someone, you better make sure, in my opinion, that you're that person's everything. After God, of course. What I mean is that, and here's the other thing I'll say too to answer the last question. You should not have a best friend who's of the opposite sex other than your spouse. I'm okay with having my whoever I'm with having male friends, but I better be the best friend. If I'm not the best friend, then what are we doing?
Hold on, real quick, Cal. Someone answer this. Trisha wants to know, what's a simp?
Do you want to answer that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Marlon.
Man, a simp is a beta male. A simp get ran over by his woman. He's weak. He's not dominant. Bottom line. She controls the relationship. Okay. You know? She controls it. You let her do whatever. You have no power. Walking around, you walking ahead of you, you walking in back of her. You know what I mean? You have no lead.
All right, yo, hold on. Real quick. Hey, stay on the line, Kyle. We got another caller, but I love what you said. All right. This is hilarious. Swanee, where you calling from, Swan?
What's up, man? What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man? Straight from the 15104.
That's all, baby. Drinks to you, partner.
That's right.
I see y'all going in.
Think about the topic.
You know it. I'm drinking kind of like
that. Hey, man. Hey, that's for y'all, man. I'm here to talk about longevity. You know what I mean? Because we talk about all the the bad stuff in relationships, and and not too many people talk about the good, and how to stay together, and what to do to stay together for all these years, Takes work.
Yeah.
You married, Swanee?
Be 17 years end of the month.
My man.
All right.
You got it.
Congratulations. Man.
Yep, no doubt.
Swanee, I got a question, Swanee.
So let me ask you, Swanee, man. You got any? Go ahead, Marlon.
Good.
Swanee. Does your wife have male friends?
Swanee, do you have any? Go ahead. You do it.
Go ahead. What's the question?
You straight.
What's the question?
Your wife have male friends?
No doubt.
You know them?
All of them.
Were you friends with her male friends for a long time?
Yep.
Do they go out on individual outings?
Nah.
Well, how does she spend time with her male friends?
It don't work that way.
Tell me how it works. Can you explain it to me?
Well, first and foremost, man, when it comes to that, because I seen the clip you with Steve Harvey played. But reality is first and foremost, you got to take care of home. Your first and foremost is priority. Priority is husband and wife. Everybody else outside the household is all secondary. So honestly, we really ain't got time for the rest. You know, we grew up with a whole lot of friends, but truth be told, our focus is us. You know what I mean? And you know, if we don't have couples that are married, then most likely we ain't gonna go out like that. You know what I mean?
So Swanee, you have a good marriage, am I correct?
What's that?
You have a good marriage, am I correct? If that's not too personal to ask.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay,
it's good. It's good because we still here. I never down nothing. Everybody go through issues, man, but it's good because we still here.
Because I know some people, they let their significant other have male friends, and the relationship is trash. Bad idea. The relationship or marriage is trash. If you're gonna have friends, your relationship got to be up to par. It got to be good to go. Because if it's not good to go, and she got all these friends, that can be a recipe for disaster. Do you agree, Swanee?
I definitely agree. And it all honestly, it really comes down to honesty. You know what I mean? And you got to be honest. You know, at all times. I know ain't no man perfect, ain't no woman perfect. But truth be told, we got to strive to be as perfect as we can be in any situation. You know, if there's any kind of negative, in my mind, I always find the solution for a positive. And that's what keeps me going.
Right. Because you know, Swanee, I always felt like if your partner is your best friend and you're giving her every piece of you, she'll gravitate more with you than her friend. So, you know.
No doubt.
You know, I mean, she'd be gravitating more than you. She'd be like, I ain't worried about them, worry about you. So, you know, hold on. Can people in relationships? Okay, yeah. Anybody else got anything to add to that? I got much more, but anybody else got anything?
You're right.
Oh man.
Anybody else got anything? I'm gonna let everybody else speak because I will take over.
Will, you got anything?
It's all good.
Now listen. A wise man. A wise man once told me that the opposite sex friends, best friends, is one step from being lovers. And he always told me that. And it always stuck in my head. It was an old man. He said they only one step from being lovers. And for some reason, I always just stuck in my head. And I had to find out for myself that it's kind of true here. So, personal experience. But it's in different situations. Some people hold on to their best friends to the situations. Yeah. You know.
It really comes down to respect, man. Respect for yourself. And respect for your spouse, man. So, and as human beings, man, we're always gonna be tried. We're always gonna be tempted. You know what I mean? That's just being honest. That's just being a real man. And real woman out there, it's just, you know, it's the same thing. We're humans, and we all get tempted. The truth be told, man, is just self-discipline. I mean, we have to discipline ourselves, man, to stay away from all these distractions.
Right.
Because one distraction can lead to another distraction.
Right.
Because so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
Right. Because some people can have a hard time turning off their desires to want more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have discipline. Some people, they can't turn it off. They see it and they're going with it. Married, relate, whatever. They see it, they got to have it.
Yeah.
It's like a drug.
Exactly. And that's really what it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people out there, man, they just need to be honest with themselves. It's an addiction. Anything can be an addiction. If you can't handle your own self-will, stop doing something, then it's addiction. And you need help. And don't be ashamed to ask for help, man. A lot of times as men, we got this pride thing going on. You know, I ain't gonna go talk to nobody. You know, I'm cool. I can deal with it. But listen, we all need help, and we can use help at any given time. We just got to swallow our pride and just ask for help.
Right.
Okay. Which, of course, for a lot of men, that doesn't happen a lot, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening. That was dope, Swanee.
Go ahead, Swanee. Got anything else, Swanee?
I don't know, man. Y'all got something? I mean, how do y'all feel about about this, man? I
feel like this,
heard a
man.
little bit, yeah.
Like everybody act like
hold on.
you cutting off.
I gotta respect. Hold on, Marlon. I gotta respect, man. This dude, I've been knowing him since I was like 9, 10 years old. This dude been in a relationship since high school. I ain't got nothing bad to say about this dude. Like,
wow.
Everybody's striving to do what he's doing, so I got respect.
Man, I just it's tough, man, and that's why I always, man, I never shy away from a conversation, man, because it always can help the next person. And everybody think it's it's so easy, to be married. No, it's not easy, man. There's nothing easy. And in any kind of relationship, on the job, working, nothing's ever easy. If it was easy, man, everybody be doing it, right? We'd all be millionaires if everything was easy. But you got to put the time and effort in, and that's the most important. Time, effort. And if you're working like me, I work a lot, and it come to a point that I had to figure out a work-life balance. You know what I mean? Because there was the times I was working heavy, trying to provide for my family. But what I was doing was neglecting the time for my wife and my kids. You know what I mean?
That's how it be. Yeah.
So it happens. So you got to try to find that balance. So that's what I've been striving just to find that balance. Even if I got a balance, that's still my mind continues to try to strive, to just always do better. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So your wife respects you, Swanee.
No
I
doubt.
can tell. I can hear it in your voice. You're a respectable man. She respects you.
It's experience, man.
Right.
it's experience. Not everything is all good, man. But it's experience that, man, that snaps something into us to want to push to do better. And if you don't go through certain experiences, you will never understand on the other side. You know what I mean? How to explain it to somebody else that may be going through the same thing.
Right. Because this is my thing.
Right.
Like everyone act like because you cut your, like me, if I had a woman, I would want to cut her off from male friends. They act like, I'm cutting her off. I would cut her off from the world. No, I'm just creating boundaries, man. That's me though. That's my thing. I'm just creating boundaries from the jump. If you can't do that, then I can't deal with you. You know what I mean? I can't deal with you.
That was actually going to be my question for you, Swanee. If your wife, let's say you're the one with the female friends, and your wife wants you to cut them off for whatever reason, what do you do?
It all starts with a conversation. I believe communication is key to everything, and it all starts off with a conversation and a discussion. Now, to what point is the cutoff? What's the reason for the cutoff? Because there's always something that leads up to that. But again, first priority is wife. Okay, you got to respect wife. You know what I mean? And just to follow up to that, there were some questions asked, in previous groups I was in before. Who's more important in the family, the kids or your wife? Who comes first, your mom or your wife? Your wife, man. Cleave unto your wife. You leave your mom and cleave unto your wife. Okay. So you have to have a conversation. You got to try to work it out. And there's always room for compromise.
Okay. I respect that.
Well said, Swanee. Well sweat.
Man, okay. You got anything else to say?
All these things pop into my head, man.
Before. Okay.
No, go, Ronnie. Go ahead. I'm still complicating when I got my head here. Good.
Now, if you like what Swanee's saying, man. If you like what Swanee's saying, hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Real quick, I don't.
Oh, you breaking up, brother?
Breaking up, bro.
You on freeze, baby?
That'd be a good thumbnail.
Look at Ronnie Ron.
So I might have to use fake telekinesis. So he was about to say, and there he is.
Couldn't hear me? All right, you couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Internet sucked down here down South Georgia. Before Marlon asks his last question, I wanted to Swanee, promote any business you have. I know you're a businessman. Definitely want to promote what you got before Marlon asks his last question.
Yeah, well, just to speak on that, I won't be too long on that. Right now, we're going through some issues right now, and I'm working on some new things. I'm gonna put it that way without saying too much. I'll be working on some new things. Business is hard, and when you're dealing with partners, that don't always see eye to eye. In my mind, I want to do my part, to strive to do better, to be positive at all times. Not everybody thinks that way, right? So on that note, I'm striving to do better, and I'm pushing. Pretty soon I'm going to get something new going and starting off.
Okay. So I have one last question.
Nice,
Have you
nice.
have you had any problems with your wife having these male friends? Has there been any issues at all? Any type of issue?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, early on when you're young, we can be very overprotective. We can be very insecure. So all those emotions definitely flow through everybody. And if people say they never been insecure or overprotective, they lying.
Right.
At some point, you think about those thoughts that go in your mind, and those thoughts go in your mind because, be honest, you ain't right. So I had to fix myself in order to make sure my mind was strong enough to trust, honor, respect, and those thoughts don't even come to my mind. I don't think about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it happens, it happens. There's nothing I can do about it to stop it. Nothing I can do to take it away. It's all about progressive.
So it sounds like that.
Hey, Swanee, somebody in the comments said, "Do you have a brother?"
Man, Trisha always flirting, man. Oh man.
but Swanee, it sounds like you were saying the sophisticated way of, yeah, I had to drop a few cats back in the day. That sounded so eloquent.
Listen, you mature when you go through experiences. You mature, right? And so that's how I got to respond. If this was 15 years ago, I might have said something a little different. But on a mature note, those thoughts, that it crosses your mind early on because you ain't living the best life you're supposed to live. You know what I mean? You ain't doing what you're supposed to do as a man and as a spouse. So again, if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man and a spouse, you don't worry about those other things at all.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Swanee, man. Appreciate it, man. Love you, brother. And
good talking,
man.
We'll end this up.
I'll make a comment.
I appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know how to log off. How you log off?
We got you.
Hey, you know what I noticed, Ron and Will?
What's that?
That men, I always felt like men have a much more harder time being friends with a woman than a woman being friends with a man. Because with men, we just want the sex. With a woman, she care about the sex, but she also wants the benefit. She be like, well, if I get him, son, what am I gonna get? You know what I mean? Man, we just want to do it. Women, it's just more of a beneficial thing. So it's easier for her to put him in the friend zone because all she wanted the attention anyway. Like I said before, that's all she wanted. The validation. You know what I'm saying? We just want to hit it. So like your little pet toy, a little teddy bear walking around with or something, But anyway, next caller or something. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, we're probably gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go to Cal, man. Cal's that dude, man. We gotta go back to him and then we're gonna wrap it up.
You can't get enough, huh, Cal?
Cal's that dude.
Hey, listen.
Wrap it up, Cal.
Listen. Well, what?
He can actually rap.
Hey, we're not gonna do that today. But here's what I will say. If I was gonna say anything in closing, here's what I will say. Something that I've learned over the years. if both partners are not willing to do the work to make the marriage work, it will not work. So I encourage everybody to work on you. At the end of the day, regardless of what your issues are, in order to make a relationship work long term, Marlon, I think you might have said it earlier. Like we just gotta, or no, it was Swanee that said it. We just gotta be right. We gotta get ourselves right. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come into a relationship, or as you're going through a relationship, or if you're married, you really need to take some time to work on you to make sure you're doing everything that you can to make the relationship, or preferably the marriage, last. It doesn't matter how much you think you're the one for that person or that they're the one for you. It doesn't matter if Jesus himself walked your spouse into the room and said, this is the one you're supposed to be with. If you all are not doing the work so that you can become better, the relationship or the marriage will eventually break down. So my encouragement to everybody in closing is just work on you to become the best you that you could possibly be. That's what I got to say in closing.
All right, Kyle. Well said.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be the best me by cutting off my damn friend.
Hold on, Marlon, gotta close this out. I'm going.
Well,
there we have it. There we have it right there.
I'm gonna be the best me.
All right, man. But appreciate everybody being on it. Appreciate everybody being on, man. Like I said, leave a comment, like, and the people who's gonna watch this on the play or tomorrow, definitely like and subscribe, and we'll be back next week. We're gonna talk about have you been a simp?
Oh,
So
let me get in on that, man.
Talked about it, but we'll talk about that next week.
Can I get in on this, man?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that next Wednesday.
Good Lord.
All right.
Whew.
Just
all right.
How about y'all?
All right, y'all. Everybody have a blessed night.
All right, man.
You too. All right.
Peace.
Until I get out of here.